What I do remember most was there were stalls, like the religious stalls you see outside Bliss after during novenas, and they were along the main wall of the cemetery. And as far as I remember, they were all filled with goodies, like chocolates and sweets.
I think her name was Betty Watkins.
And she'd be shouting Peggy's leg and Nancy's tie that never wore a garter. That was our big shout, yeah.
Peggy's leg to me was a long thin stick of rock with sort of cream and brown colours going through it. And we got our stick of rock. And it was nothing like I ever tasted anywhere, only in Dromin after the Pattern.
Then come Sunday morning, on the day of the Pattern, we'd again have Welch's car, which we would head off to Dromin.
There was a lot of bikes, and you see fellas covering the bikes, and maybe a wreath in on each handlebar, and maybe another on a carrier at the back. Where all the bikes then was put in Finnegan's yard, there's sheds there, and there was, in actual fact it was in the booklet there some time ago, there was one particular shed, it was always called the Castlottery, for some reason that was the name of it, and it's full of bikes, there's a gate in from the road.
And the race would be at that time to get up on the gallery to get into the old galleries. The front, they had the boxes at the front, if you like, and we want to get in there particularly and get a good position.
There were vast crowds used to congregate for the Pattern, and they came from far and wide. The chapel would be filled to capacity, and the overflow, in fact, would be out in the cemetery. So for this reason, Peter Sands served a very useful purpose in directing the people into the available seats.
And of course, as it is today, you met people who had been in the parish and went away and come back for the blessing of the graves.
There was a fella down above he had a wee collapsible table, and he played, used to have the 3-card trick going, But he'd be keeping an eye there was some young fella watching, see the guards didn't come, and if he heard they were coming, the table he'd got to give you away. There'd be a lot of people, a lot of youngsters that'd be there the whole day,
Sure,
and then it was a big day in Buchanan's, that was the pub, Buchanan's owned that, and sure, there was a crowd and everyone home.
The biggest thing for us girls was we always got new coats, and Eileen Bellew, she was Eileen Rafferty was her married name, but Enda Bellew's sister Eileen was a magnificent dressing up, and on the Saturday night we could be up and down getting thread and everything for her in Mathes's, but she'd always have a coat, even if she only started on Saturday night. We'd 2 of us, 3 of us that had new coats for the Passion on Sunday.
Up the doctor's lane, Judy Cruikshanks, she was a dressmaker. She lived up the Knowtley Road, up that road. And she was Maisie O'Brien's aunt.
But in the latter years, if Paddy Drangurna, if he couldn't get over, we'd bring him over the next day to see the graves, to walk around. And you'd always go over the next day anyway, just to walk around all the graves, because you mightn't get around them all on the Sunday.
The big event of the day was after the rosary, the blessing of the graves, and.
But then if it was wet or that or rain, it wasn't like the pats today. I remember they'd be ready out in the taps fields. There'd be a pile of straw, and that would be put down on the pats, going in the gate, and along the pats, and that would be straw so people wouldn't slip.
And then you'd away in the evening, and it could be at one stage, the earlier days, Augustine would leave us back into Dunleer on the podium trap.
We walked to Dromin for a start, and then we walked home. But there was no thought of being tired or exhausted or anything. It was a great day. It was a great adventure and a great day. The years I do remember, they were my memories of it, and the lead up to it and the finish of it. So I'm glad to be as old as I am to have remembered the simplicity of it. And that's my story.